What's going on, guys? We're back in the garage today. We're working on the 1958 Volkswagen turboed bug, which we have right over here. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be mocking up my wastegate. Right now I've been running it without the deck lid, so haven't really cared, but I want to make an actual bracket and everything. It's kind of going to look something like this. I'm obviously going to cut it a lot to make it fit. Go right down to the wastegate right there. Got another 90. This one's going to be the hard 90 right off the end of the wastegate. It's going to be very, very tight 90 off of the plate that I make right there. So, going to start measuring up this stuff and start cutting and TIG welding this up. See what we can get out of these. See if we can make a nice little wastegate. And the temperature today is actually pretty good. Here in Idaho, it's about it was like 57 not too long ago, so I'm pretty happy because I run straight 30 weight oil in my bug, so it's not that great in the cold, and I don't like running it anyway just in case of spinning a bearing. But today, pretty warm today, so we're gonna get this welded up and see how she comes out. Alright, so as you guys can see there, I was just doing a quick time lapse over kind of measuring. I got this right here. It's a rough estimate of what I'm going to be doing with making my wastegate flange. Kind of going to be going off of something right here. And then I got some, let's see, we'll use probably, I think it's too thick. You know what? We'll probably be using perfect some of this plate out of steel. Trace that, cut it out, put it on there. Cut that out of there, and we can start making the flange for the wastegate, and then we'll start running the piping after that. Alright guys, now that we got the rough shape, so what we're working with, got to round it out, make it all fit in my lines. You can see my lines barely kind of came off in the grinder, but there's some, make it all fit, make the holes to thread them, and yeah, I'm going to finish cleaning it up. I'm going to switch to my flap disc and get this all done now. Alright guys, so custom flange right here. It's quick and easy. See how she fits up. Walk over to wastegate right here. Oh yeah, she's gonna work great. Maybe a little long on the bottom, shave a little bit, see if I make it flush at the bottom. You can see it's a little too tall at the top. Flushing that up though. And then I'll take my piece of paper, find my holes again, and mark my holes in there. But this is the start. I'm just hoping that some of this pipe, with how much I cut it, I hope that the pipe will work. I hope the pipe will work on here and make it all the way on here. If not, we'll figure something out. But got the flange made. Now we're on to the next part. Alright guys, so the GoPro actually died, but it's just later in the night. We're going to pick up from where we left off. So we left off, we got the plate right here. We still got to drill the hole, and then we got to run all the tubing, but got the plate pretty much all made up. Fits over the wastegate really well. So first things first, I'm going to actually drill the hole right here for the extra boost to just leak out, and then after that, I'll start making the piping and all that stuff and run it and see how good we can make it look. Alright guys, so unfortunately started drilling that hole. The Ryobi bit wasn't working, so tomorrow just have to pick up another one, make it fit, make it work. I'm gonna grab a hole saw this time instead of one of those wooden flat bits. Thought that I might be able to get through, but obviously not. Didn't even barely get anything done. You can barely even fill an indent with your finger, but that's okay. Tomorrow just recut the hole with the hole saw, get that all done and finished up. But in the meantime, I'm going to take some tubing, figure out where it's at on the bug, get it mocked up, and get things started. So tomorrow I can just make 1 or 2 welds and just have the bug ready to go, take it for a test drive, see how it works. And yeah, so let's get started on some. Alright guys, so made the first cut. It's looking like this. I had to cut it twice to make it fit. So it's going to go on like that. It's going to come right out of the wastegate. It's going to be a pretty tight 90. It's going to come out like that. I'm going to shave down this plate, weld it on like that, make it look all nice, round it in. Got it like that, and then we'll actually tack this onto the plate tonight. Even though I don't have that hole drilled, tack it on, get it all mocked up, and then we'll run all this so we can get this mocked up and be finished. And then we'll just break off the tack and drill out the hole tomorrow, re-weld this whole entire plate, and we'll be done. And then that will be the wastegate for the bug. Alright, so we're here. Got this little plate all cut out. The existing piece fits right on there, goes right in, and that's where the boots will come out right there when we hit 7 pounds. So I'm going to TIG weld this up, get it all nice and pretty, tack it onto the plate, and then we'll start our actual tubing. As you guys can see there, this piece of steel that I was working with, this piece right here was super thin. The pipe didn't have a problem, but this being so thin and the pipe being so much thicker, since I shaved it down, I was having a problem. The tungsten was way too, I was really low on amps, but got it welded up. It's not pretty, but I'll get it all ground down with the grinder, get all nice looking good, and then we can tack it onto here and actually start the process of making the tubing. Alright guys, I took a little break from videoing for a second. Wanted to get the pipe done, kind of just show you what I was talking about. So got that all ground down, got it tacked to the plate. Tomorrow we'll untack it and drill that hole bigger. So what I did was I took it over here to my wastegate, and that's how she's gonna fit up. Pipe up there, come down, right in. Sorry it's a little dark, but I just got my two pipes together where they worked, and I'd make a line onto both pipes with a marker, and I did it for there and there to get my exact point, and then I just gave them a quick tack, and then my holes line up my wastegate right there, and then that's ran right up there with a little bit of room coming out. So I got my pipe all done. Now I just got it fully welded up, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. So let's get to welding this thing up. Alright, so there you go guys. Not the best welds, but they're alright and they'll do. Gonna grind them down anyway. As you saw there, I switched from TIG to MIG. The TIG and the tungsten that I have is meant for thicker steel, and this is super thin. It's really thin. It's not even 1/4 inch thick. So when I was welding through it, just wanted to burn through, so I swapped to MIG real quick. Just turned it down. My settings were 13 volts with 80 wire speed, and that's what I was running. And not the best results, but it'll do for now. So now I'm gonna go get this all mocked up and see how it looks on the bug. Alright guys, so it's actually the next day. We're back working on this flange. Kinda get it working yesterday. Didn't have the right hole saw. Got that actual right hole saw, one for metal this time. So we're gonna drill the hole in this, and then we're gonna weld it up, clean up the piping, the wastegate piping, and then we'll paint it, probably heat wrap it because it's not that thick, and I think that exhaust may or may not get may start to melt it, but we'll just see. So yeah, so let's cut the hole in this first, and then we'll weld it all up and finish it off. Alright, now that we got that all cut out, we'll weld it up and get the pipe finished up, ready for paint, and then we can finally put it on and we'll go take it out today and test her out. Alright guys, so we're just finished up cutting this up. Here I had a nice little angle, got all my spots ground down. Yeah, everything's ready, so I'm going to be throwing some primer on here and getting her ready for paint. So let's get this going. Alright guys, there we go. I used some high profile performance enamel paint from Rust-Oleum. Love this stuff. Might header wrap it, I'm not sure. We'll see how it does against the temp. So yeah, we'll let this dry and then we'll get back to it, put it on, install it, get it all ready, and then we'll take it out on the road and see how she does. Alright guys, so just got the paint all dried up. Looks really good. All the seams welded up, got it all cut out. So let's put this on, see how it looks. Alright guys, so all buttoned up on there, gaskets in the middle, not going anywhere. I really like how that turned out. Looks good, looks really good. So we're gonna give her a little bit of a cold start and see how she works. Obviously the wastegate isn't going to do anything unless if we're pushing, unless if we're opening up that spring, which is 7 PSI on my bug. So we'll take it for a cruise later, see how it does, but so far no rattling, looks good. Yeah, it looks awesome. I'm pretty excited to use it and see if my deck lid fits. With that new part on it. Just see how it goes for now, but let's take it for a cruise. Alright guys, so she's warming up right now, finishing and warming up. We're gonna put the bags up. Get that all set, ready to ride. Sweet. Alright, so as soon as we're cruising, put a video up, we'll see how she rides. Well, guys, that's the end of today's video. Definitely be more. I got a lot more I'm thinking about doing to my bug. I'm probably gonna get the CB black box so then I can tune it, make it shoot some flames, get some tube step, launch control, etc. I'll also be doing some videos soon on my 1985 Toyota pickup that I'm working on. Hopefully in the near future I'll be making some videos on turboing that. Already been doing all the research and everything for that, so it should be coming pretty soon. But yeah, thanks guys for watching.